It's the first morning here in South Africa, and there's a little bush growing up in front of where the animals eat. So Brent is going to cut a couple of branches here to make sure we don't get an arrow deflection to start the morning off. First morning in South Africa, Numzaan Safaris, my 4th trip, my 2nd time with Brent Vanas. Excited. We were set up in a spot where there's black wildebeest. That's the first thing on the menu for our hunt here in 2018. Traveled and got into camp last night. I'm with Richard Musser from Macomb, Illinois. We got a great 10 days here planned, and really looking forward to just hanging out, spending some time and hunting with our friends on the Dark Continent in South Africa.
Since I've made numerous trips to South Africa, I have taken many species. This trip will be more difficult as I am looking for a black wildebeest, which has seemed to have eluded me over the past several trips. I love South Africa, as there are so many different types of animals and birds you just don't see in the wild back home in the good old US of A. Today has been action-packed with several critters coming and going all day long.
"51 days I've spent hunting in South Africa. This is the first time I've seen it rain. It's a wintertime dry season right now. Very rare, but it's really dry. This will soak right in."
The rain has cleared out and a huge black wildebeest just appears. This guy surprised us. He just showed up out of nowhere.
That shot was good, wasn't it? Yeah, that was good. Yes. Oh my God. Get that dog in here. Look at this. He's so excited. This dog sits quietly and waits, just patiently waits. But when that arrow hits that black wildebeest and it takes off, the dog goes crazy. What we have sat here for like, I don't know, 9 hours.
Yeah.
You know, and I get it off and I'm like, what is it? Impala, warthog. And he's like, black wildebeest. And I'm like, oh my. And then I actually look in the screen and he's zooming in. And I say, hey, you're not on record. I'm glad I noticed that. Oh, so anyways, he got the camera turned on and I wasn't going to mess around, but I just put it on that bad boy. And I'm so excited, man. Yeah, well, I love it. This is going to be perfect. So we went right over here, shot here.
Yeah, through this side.
Completely surprised us.
Brent looked up and he goes, oh, and he's like, I seen him go for the camera, and I didn't want to move and expose myself to the window, so I just slowly got my bow and got ready, and then finally I could see in the viewfinder. I'm like, is that the black wildebeest? And he said, yeah, it's a big black wildebeest. Shoot, we're gonna shoot this. And I'm like, yes, you know, and then. It happened so fast,
yeah,
and then I realized that the camera was not. He didn't hit record on the camera, but that's good because I noticed it, and I'm like, hit the record button, and then he hit record. I ended up putting a shot on him, and he took off, and man, we sure felt good about the shot. It looked really good. It felt good. He took off like he was really. It was just a bang-up shot, and we started following it, and there was really no blood, and we could see the tracks where he run down the road, so we backed out and waited till this morning. We'll let it get good and light, and we followed him up to here, and he went a couple 100 yards. This was really my target animal for the whole trip, 10-day safari with Numzaan. Once again, hunting with my good buddy Brent. You may remember from 2015, we had a bang-up hunt. We shot all kinds of stuff, zebras and Cape buffaloes and impalas and bush bucks and spring bucks and all kinds of fun stuff. So we got hooked up again here now for this one, and this safari is starting off great with a huge black wildebeest on the ground. I could not be happier, and I cannot thank you enough. Numzaan Safaris, #1 in safaris, South Africa. Great start. Can't wait to get her going. We got lots more to go, buddy. Thank you so much.
Welcome. You're
Appreciate
welcome.
it.
Very welcome.